Well, as you can see, we had a pretty enjoyable group of young men that we were able to watch take the mat this past season. None of this would work the way that it does if it weren't for these next three individuals that are going to address the Otterbein wrestling family. Assistant coaches Doug Short and Jake Vaughn and athletic trainer Amanda Lusky. We're blessed to have them as part of this. Their compassion for the kids, their desire to see each of the individuals achieve their goals, both athletically and academically, is unsurpassed. And speaking personally, I couldn't ask for a better group to work with. So let's hear from each of them.
All right, I'm gonna preface this that I'm reading off another phone, so if I mess up, there's that. Doing the best I can with what we got going on right now. 2020 has been a pretty crazy ride through the whole season, but here we are. We got to roll with the punches. That's kind of what we do with wrestling. We control what we can focus on, and that is our attitudes, our efforts, our priorities. That's all things we can control in this kind of situation and focus on. With life, just like in wrestling, there's outside factors that can derail you from your goals and your aspirations and everything with that. But we got to learn to refocus our energy and our time and pick up the pieces and carry on. We all kind of experienced this while we were in Iowa for the national championships. Drew and Ryan did an outstanding job handling that situation, so hats off to them. But on to a better note, I want to congratulate all the seniors graduating. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to not only be your teammate, but your coach. Special shout out to my drill partner, Jackson. The dude's an absolute stud, and all the adversity that you've overcame during your career, and all the surgeries, the shoulder injuries, the weight cutting. It's a true testament to how tough you are. Joey Trauma, dude's a true warrior. That's all that needs to be said about him. Drew Casper, I'm just speechless on the way you handled yourself in your senior year. You're always so calm and collected and composed, even though we knew you were freaking out on the inside. Seeing you continuously pull your hair out and just all the stuff you're able to accomplish. It's an absolute champ. Big Willie, so pumped you came back and finished your career in style. You're an absolute monster. Corbin, you know, there's a lot to be said about you're a tremendous leader of the team, great teammate, and then just a pleasure to watch and coach. All the freaky stuff you did on the mat was awesome. Looking forward to you coming into the corner and coaching with us and being a part of the coaching staff next year. Donnie, always one of the hardest workers in the room, but for sure the most annoying one in the room. Just kidding, I love you, buddy. Also, Donnie, let's try and make weight sometimes, buddy. What else we got here? We got Luke. Still blows me away how far you've come over 4 years, the improvements you made. Seeing you wrestle those last matches on senior night compared to your very first freshman match, it's night and day, the differences you made and the strides you've made in your technique and your strength and toughness. Then Chris Martinez, absolute joy to be around, one of the bright spots every day going into the room and seeing what's going to come out of your mouth. What else do we got? Looking forward to working with the rest of you guys on the team throughout these next 3-4 years, how long you guys are going to be here, what you guys decide to do with your careers. Looking forward to chasing some titles and breaking some records with you guys. We got a lot of tough guys coming through. Ryan, Buckland, all you guys, let's get healthy and get back on the mats. One last thing I want you guys just, during this time we're going through, is check on your people and check in on people. Say hi to them, see how they're doing. See if anybody needs anything. You guys are young, able-bodied, healthy. Let's try and take care of some people. That's what we do. And guys graduating, try not to be strangers. Check in with those coaches. Just because you're not on the team anymore, you guys are graduating, moving on to life, families, all that, check in with us. If you guys ever need anything, just phone's always on, call us. That's it. Love you guys. See you guys soon. Peace.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood the directions. I thought we were having a face-to-face meeting. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry, there were no wasted PPEs and that. That's just stuff from my wife's van from her work, and I put it all back. Um, Got to get together like everything else right now online. Kind of celebrate a great season, 15 dual meet wins, a lot of great individual accomplishments. The biggest thing that sticks out to me is just the attitude and the work that we put in this year. And I think you guys have really built the program up to where, we have high expectations every time we step on the mat, no matter who we're facing. And I just think this was the first year that we could really see that, and that's what gave us the success we had this year. I said it after our last duel. You guys all made fun of me because I got a little emotional about it, but I'm really proud and honored to be able to go along for the ride with you guys. And I appreciate being able to be a part of it, and it's been great for me, and great to watch you guys develop. As a high school coach, it was always exciting at the end of a year to kind of see where the freshmen or the seniors were going to, continue their college choices and things like that. It's even more so now for our seniors that, are graduating from college, which is an accomplishment, in itself. It's great for you guys. I mean, if you look at, this year's seniors, when you picked Otterbein to come to, we didn't have a program. You guys decided you wanted to build a foundation for a program and come here. We didn't even have a wrestling room. I don't even think we had a mat here yet when you guys made that decision. And you guys are going to go out and be a success in your careers because of the work ethic and what you put yourself through to balance wrestling in the classroom and be successes at both. And I'm just really proud of all of you. Big thing, instead of talking about wins or losses, I want to talk about stuff that I'll remember that will always make me smile. With Corbin, it's probably kind of inside jokes that none of you guys knew the last few years. It's because we've known each other the longest. It's kind of people we knew or situation we knew from his high school things that I'll always laugh about. Donnie, I go back to the word limits placed on you before we left on road trips, and can never forget the Cleveland State duel where you were a tenth a pound over and tried to convince everyone that it wasn't your fault, that the scales were wrong or air pressure is different at sea level close to Lake Erie or something. But that'll always make me smile. Luke, I'll always remember our nutrition differences, and look forward to the day that you eat an Oreo cookie and you can always think of me. Drew, it's got to be your sophomore year, barely making way to the John Carroll Invitational. Jackson, I know it's wrong, but I will always smile when I think of any late in the week practice your freshman and sophomore year, and probably the first week of your freshman year when you looked up and said, I'm not a doctor, but he looks fine to me. Christopher, it's got to be pretty much anything you tried to say seriously before a practice started will always make me laugh. Willie, again, this is wrong, but the thing that always make me laugh is the smile on your face the 3 months following the Ohio Northern Invitational that I brought up every day for about 3-4 months in a row. Joey T, in all seriousness, the thing that'll make me smile is remembering back how you faced your problems that you had to go through. The attitude you showed really changed my outlook on life and my attitude towards life. And you did that for a lot of people. I hope you realize that, the impact that you've had on a whole lot of people. But the other thing that always makes me smile about you is your sophomore year yelling at me about the way I mop mats. So those are just kind of some of the memories I'll have besides the great wins you guys had. Things that'll make me smile about this year's senior class. And congratulations, guys. Great season. Seniors, good job. You're going to go out and be successful and stay in touch with us. And remember that you really built the foundation for this program. So thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Hey guys, congrats on another fantastic year of wrestling. You guys overcame so much stuff this year. It was such a joy watching you guys compete, and quite frankly, I've never had so many laughs. You guys are truly one of a kind. I'm really sorry that things didn't really go the way that you guys needed it to go this year, but just know that all of us could tell that you left everything on the mat, and I'm truly proud of the way that you guys did in the classroom and on the mat. Especially to you seniors, truly gonna miss you guys. You really did start an incredible program, and that's something that you can't redo and we can't take back. Just know that the footsteps that you left were super important, and you've definitely impacted me. As a whole, guys, can't wait to get back into it next year.
Like I said, that's a pretty special trio of individuals right there, as you can tell by their messages. Now, let's move forward and take a little time looking at each of the individual members of the 2019-2020 Otterbein University wrestling program and what each of these young men were able to accomplish this past season.